Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 960. I can't believe I almost forgot that there was a One Piece chapter tonight. I guess I just gotten really tired today, and of course, after watching One Piece's new, watching One Piece movie 14 Stampede, I can't believe I almost forgot today. Anyways, this chapter really kind of funny in a certain sense, and we get to know a little bit of Kozuki Oden. Y'all know him. I'm pretty sure if you guys been keeping up. Let's just get this started. We have to it that there's a scene that opens up with a narration about an area known for its grand flourishing forest. Vegetation thrives and nearby clear rivers and sparkling sea. Tale from the past. Wano was brimming with life. There's a girl named Surujo who apparently is like serving customers, and they end up having a little small talk with her, saying about they found something about a little small piglet or a little animal that they asked that she could keep a secret of, because if we take this little guy to the capital, we could trade him for one whole piece of white gold. She goes, oh, that's amazing, you could buy a match with that kind of money. And we see to it that one of them says that boss Kurokoma has been saying for years that he wants a rare white boar, which is what it is, to display outside his store. He put a bounty on it, but nobody's been able to capture it, and it was quite distasteful. And they say something about white boars are considered heralds of the gods, and this animal's just exotic. Of course, we get to see Kinemon at a young age, and he's actually stealing from his childhood friend Surujo, and she was gonna cut him up, and gonna sell out his organs and about to kill him, really funny stuff. But Kinemon, on the other hand, will steal from the guys who had the white shiny board whatsoever, and about to cash him in. And we had to it that he goes like, give me your freaking clothes, blah, 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 kind of thing, because he got his stolen from Surujo after, he can't pay her back, and etc. We see to it that we get to see a scene regarding Lord Oden, not to mention it was his 30th attempt to illegally leave the country, and the fact that he's alive is surprising. Not to mention, we get to know Oden's father explaining about Oden himself, his own son. It's really crazy. It's really pretty eventful, and I think in my mind, wow, dude, are you seriously saying that he did all this? I'll get to the list, okay? Okay, as a baby, when he was less than a year old, he was able to fling his wet nurse across the room. By the age of 2, he was able to catch 2 rabbits with his bare hands. Age 4, he threw a large boulder at a bear, crushing it to death. Age 6, he was roaming with the red light district, wasting royal funds on frivolities. And by age 8, he got drunk, started a fight with some gamblers, and at age 9, even the Yakuza banned him from the casino, which is really funny. But eventually he retaliated against the casino by setting it on fire and started a war with them. Eventually he was captured at the age of 10 after he nearly killed someone. He was sentenced to hard labor in stone quarry, but that only made his talents even show off more of his unique talents. Not to mention, he climbed up the ranks at the quarry until he was actually running the damn place. And he's really truly a member of the Kozuki family. Not to mention, when he was 14 years old, the capital was experiencing a prolonged drought. The wells dried up and countless people were suffering. So he's diverted a river straight into the capital, but that only led to the capital getting flooded. His capture was ordered, and the water route that he wanted to use that water route to try to escape out to the sea, but in the end his voyage was actually short-lived. But eventually, at the age of 15, he was hiding. He got a job at a temple deep in the mountains, and that very night he would actually kidnap women from the capital and form the harem. I'm like, what is this guy, dude? I mean, Kozuki Oden, man, he is crazy. Not to mention, those girls chose to stay with him out of their own free will, and their loved ones were so enraged. Their parents, spouses, even powerful samurai attempted to rescue them, but Lord Oden would stand his ground and took them on. Eventually, the event will then all become a harem revolt. Even Hyogoro family got dragged into the fray after failing to prevent the fighting, which is really hilarious. And we get to see to it that Lord Oden's victims, and Oden's father says, okay, now that he's 18, he's still causing on the terrible basis, but we see to it that Oden's father says, do not say another word, just deliver this to Oden this for me, and it says disowned. Oden's accomplishments, man. Oda, man. I mean, Oden's accomplishments. Not to mention the events he's been doing. Oda, man. Are you trying to make me laugh to my knees right now? Like, after reading this and just telling it to you guys, it's just hilarious. Not to mention the harem revolt, man. I think I nearly laughed my butt off so hard. I go like, what the hell is this? And we get to see Kinemon running away with the freaking like white boar, you know. He's trying to like cash in a bounty, and Hyogoro's like, hey, capture the guy alive and flay him alive, you know. Normally I'd say this, but in a one-on-one fight, none of you will stand a chance. You must be joking. We bring him in right now, etc. And we get to see Denjiro, you know, an orphan from the capital. It looks like he's buying a couple pots, or maybe buying a pot, you know, something about buying a 60 worth of silver here and there. And we get to see to it that, like, that Kinemon ends up having a little small talk with, like, Denjiro. But not before we get to see Denjiro actually a little delinquent, because apparently he only gave 30 pieces of silver to the guy, but apparently it was supposed to be 60, which is really, really funny. So I go, like, I guess this guy is somewhat of a swindler himself, or kind of delinquent, depending on what he's been raised up in, you know? And we get to see a scene where someone's actually cooking above a fire, ironically, especially when it's on someone's corpse. Like, we see to it that Oden himself was actually boiling some Oden. Oden boiling or cooking Oden is actually enjoying himself and cooking it on someone's fire, like someone's funeral pyre or fire. And apparently he goes like, you know what, that was good. See ya. Next time we meet Katsuzo, it'll be in the afterlife. We'll sell drink again, you know? My condolences to the family, and he just left, and etc. Which I go like, what the heck? Are you serious? Not to mention a lot of ladies were actually liking him, and pretty funny stuff. Not to mention, like, Oden's like, oh, you guys here to capture me? Well, I did end up being bribed here and there, and, you know, there's a fire bell going on, and apparently there's some crazy, stupid stuff going in the capital right now, because there's a lot of chaos. We see, too, that Denjiro talks to Kinemon and says, you should never brought that with you, because I'm going to tell you right now, the boss Kurokuma probably wanted to use that to crush the Hyogoro family. And Kinemon's like, what do you mean, Denjiro? We see to it that Denjiro explains to him, you know, whenever that little boy goes, its parent is not far behind. According to the ancient text, a full-grown white boar is the size of a mountain. Many refer to him as mountain god. It says that hundreds of years ago, a whole region was annihilated in a single night. I thought that was just a fairy tale, but if this white boar is here, then that means a real mountain god is here, and apparently we get to see to it that the mountain god is actually causing a lot of damage right now, and we see to it that they go, oh, crud, we're so in trouble right now. Even Kinemon's like, oh, crud, are you seriously saying that I would be responsible for the destruction of the capital? And we see to it that Oden says, that is an interesting story to overhear, but I may not know you two, but I want you to give me that boar. And even Kinemon and Denjiro's like, Kozuki Oden, what are you doing here? And then the chapter ends off there. This chapter right here, man, we get to know about Kinemon, and then let's see here, Tsurujo, and then Kozuki Oden, man. This guy, I mean, the Kozuki Oden, the father of Momonosuke and Hiyori. His accomplishments at a very baby age and up until now, dude. I'm like laughing so hard. He even made his own harem in this series. I mean, what the blazing pickles, man. And we get to see, too, that he did a lot of crazy stuff. And Denjiro, you know, along with, like, Kinemon talking to each other about, like, whatchamacallit, the white boar, which apparently is a very bad thing, because you brought that thing here, that means a mountain god would come in here, and the mountain god comes up, and I'm like, yeah. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but two funny things. Kozuki Oden's accomplishments of harems, and the mountain god. Now that you reading it, it's so clear. And the mountain god going trying to save its baby, or the parent saving its baby. I'm like laughing so hard right now. I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, this chapter right here. Funny stuff, man. I mean, Kozuki Oden and then that freaking mountain boar. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm like laughing hard right now. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm off as little people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot.